Welcome, everybody. My name is Kent. This is Outlaws Unleashed, and we are joined today, of course, with Grandma. Grandma, what's going on with Norway? Why are we so big in geopolitics?
Oh, that's several things. One thing is that Norway is one of the richest countries in the world and a honeypot for the mafia in America. And also for many years, since the Cold War, we have been delivering intelligence on Russia to America and England. And we have the most sophisticated surveillance installation in a place called Andøya, which is surveilling Russia. So that's a big deal.
Wow. So we are not so many people, Grandma. What's the official numbers now? We are
A little bit more than 5 million, I think.
and thinking of all the Norwegians in positions of power. If you think
Yes,
about organizations, how does this happen?
money. They buy positions. They are using our tax money to buy themselves lucrative jobs. This is what they are doing. Everyone knows, but it's not allowed to say it. But of course, everyone knows this. So
We see the Norwegian budget, Grandma, for state finance is considerably larger than our neighboring countries. And when I say that we spend so much on helping what we call u-hjelp, it means foreign aid. It's a percentage of the budget. You think this affects it in any way?
yes, I think so, because they give a lot of money to foreign aid, or yeah, and the politicians, they are rewarded with high positions. They give billions to World Economic Forum, for example, and who is president there? He's Norwegian. They give billions to an organizations like Gavi and CEPI, and who is the godmother for CEPI? That's our foreign prime minister. They give billions to WHO, and who was the leader of WHO for many, many years was our foreign prime minister. We could go on and on and on with this.
Yeah,
And not to mention the Clinton Foundation. They
yeah.
was giving several hundred millions of crowns to that mafia. The Clinton Foundation.
As a Norwegian, you would think that if these politicians did the best for our country, uh, we could say like, okay, to have influence is good. But Grandma, do these politicians care about Norway?
No, not 1 second. They don't.
So we, the Norwegians, we get to pay for these politicians to come into power, and we don't get any benefits of it. Good
We
news
do.
was,
You can say we do, because uh, we have a social system here, which was created from those politicians who came to power after the war. All that politicians who came from the concentration camps. and took power.
Hmm.
So you can say we have a fairly good system. But what is very concerning now is that they are giving more and more away. For example, Norway voted no to the European Union 2 times, and still we are implementing everything that EU says to us to implement. So, yeah, Norway is declining and it's happening very fast. And this mass migration is very concerning. How many billions are spent with this? And but it's very difficult because um, people hired in state and government positions, people who have jobs who are paid directly by the government. That number is very, very high. The private enterprises and jobs is going down and down and down every year.
Yeah, and not making it better with all the Norwegian billionaires moving to Switzerland and Sweden and everything like this. Because if
Yeah, no one,
yeah, so if people
no
look at
wonder
this,
they do. Yeah,
we are eliminating private ownership, also private Norwegian ownership, and
yeah,
replacing it with foreign ownership or state ownership.
yes.
And the state wants this because in Norway we have a tax grammar, which not everybody knows. We have a tax on the so-called rich. What is this tax and how does it affect it, you think?
Uh, yeah, if you own something, or let's say if you earned a lot of money paying taxes while you do it, that you have to also pay tax every year from that money you have earned,
Hmm.
or from your property, or from. So let's say if you have a lot of money and a lot of real estate and stuff like this, the rich people, they have to pay very high taxes every year. They have to take money out from what they have there to give it to the state.
So it's a tax on assets grammar. Let's say
Yes,
if you have a business owner that owns, so it's a startup, for example, for technology or something like this.
yes,
So if this person, it can have big valuations, but it doesn't make any money at the start. So it
yeah,
can have let's say, $10 million or something like this. And this person has to tax on the $10 million before anything is realized.
yes.
Yeah.
That person have to go to the bank to borrow money to pay taxes.
So it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just an example. Grandma, why should people around the world care about what a small country like us is doing? We are putting these people in power, and it's not benefiting us. Is it benefiting them, the small people?
No, no,
Oh,
no. For the people in Norway, like most of the Western world, we are getting more and more powerless. We have less and less to say, and we are getting taxed more and more. And and our government and political leaders and media, and they are very, very much in bed with with the mafia, Obama, Clinton, Biden, and all that people
we had an
who are
episode
control.
about this the
Yeah.
last time.
Yes.
But for
Yes,
for the American who's listening, or the Chinese, or Filipino, or Thai, or Canadian, or Australian, whatever, why should them care about what's happening here?
yeah, because Norway is contributing to the decline of the will of the people all over the world. Norway is contributing very much.
If I say globalism in this
Yeah.
context, what do you think about that?
Mm. Yeah. The people in power here, they are fully on board with this, giving billions of our tax money to help develop this, to help sustain it. So, and also Norwegian is a very strategic country because of the very long coastline, and we are neighbors with Russia, you know. And for example, during the war, Hitler, he was calling Norway Festung Norwegen, which meant that he was seeing Norway as a fortress. And his plan, his written plan, was if he had to withdraw, he was going to barricade himself in Norway, and he was trying to do that in a country with a little bit more than 2 million people at that time. In 1945, Hitler had 400,000 soldiers here. That's how important Norway was and is strategically.
So when we say, Grandma, that the country that actually went into Norway and pushed away the Nazis, that was Russia or the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
And now we get uh, the surveillance, like you say, in Andøya, and you see the surveillance in Vardø. You see the coast is littered with the cables and everything that's tracking the Russian submarines, and we are taking down information data from the Russian satellites that go around the world. We have on top, which is Norway, you have satellites which take down radar that take down information on the Russian satellites that go. And on the bottom, on the South Pole, we also have one that do the same.
Yes.
Yeah. So Norway plays a big role in geopolitics.
Very big role.
Yeah, and the politicians, they are not nationalists. They don't care about Norway. They care about globalism.
Absolutely not. They do not care about Norway.
Yeah. So
No.
where is the pathway, Grandma? Where is it leading?
It looks like the West is putting all their eggs in the basket of globalism. And maybe maybe we will be maybe we will be going down into this nightmare. And America will be a shining beacon outside this. As it stands now, it looks like this.
There are things happening which are difficult to understand, I think, at least, going on with America and going on with other countries in today's world. You see today the Russian president is going to meet with the American president in Alaska. Seems strange to me. You see the American president is definitely pushing for the Peace Prize, and
Yeah, they
and the
will
Peace
never give
Prize
the
is
peace prize.
given up by us, Grandma. Norway is
Yeah,
giving out the Peace Prize. And
yes.
what do you think our relationship is with the American president?
Oh, as all other globalists, the Norwegian government and bureaucracy, they don't respect the will of the people. So they are undermining Trump in every way they can, with the media, with everything they do in EU, all they can. They are undermining the American president and the will of the American people, together with the rest of the mafia in World Economic Forum and Bilderberger and all that stuff. And I think it's important to mention that um, there's a lot of evidence that Norway was participating in blowing up Nord Stream, because our prime minister, um, in the days before that was blown up, he was the American hangar ship Gerald Ford was lying in the Norwegian coast, and our prime minister was there to visit. This was during the Biden administration, when the big mafia was ruling America. He was visiting there, and they blew up the Nord Stream a week later or something. And the prime minister was supposed to go to Poland to participate in a grand opening of a pipeline there, but he didn't go. So Norway was a big part of this. I'm
I believe you are right,
100% sure.
Grandma, but so
Yeah.
I don't think we can state it as a fact because we were not there. We are two amateurs on the internet, so people should look this up themselves. But our
Yeah.
reference to this is among Seymour Hersh,
Mm.
which have done a lot of research on this, so people can check this out for themselves. I
Yeah.
believe we are stating a fact, um, but we are not 100% on this. But it only emphasizes the role that we play in the geopolitics.
Yes.
So,
And Norway, up until recently, had what is called in NATO.
General Secretary Jens
Yeah.
Stoltenberg,
Yes.
yeah,
He was the General Secretary of NATO for how many years? 10?
yeah, I think that 10 years. So,
Yeah.
so imagine, Grandma, we are in the situation that the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, uh, thinking of all the millions of people that belong to this, we can say, we are around 5 million. And how many years have we had the president? 10 years now, and we had also the president or general secretary one time before.
Yeah.
It's
That's true.
crazy long for a small country.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we see also the former prime ministers, which have been in high positions in different organizations. Yeah, foreign ministers, etc. The Norwegian politicians are everywhere, or
Yeah.
former
Yeah.
Norwegian politicians.
Yes. They are.
Yeah. How do you see this changing, Grandma, if people wake up? Or will it be the same?
The only solution is to remove all the politicians in the parliament at the moment, because is one big giant party.
Yeah, but we don't
There's no difference in,
yeah, but we don't have the a real say in this because it's the parties that write the lists that we can vote on.
yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
something crazy as this. So we have the
Yeah.
we
They decide
can
who is going to be on the ballot.
yeah,
So
and we can't take the pen and go like this either. We can't
no,
influence it at all. We only get to choose on the lists. So
yeah,
if you say to me that you believe that Norwegian democracy is absolutely fantastic, I think you have something wrong in your head,
yeah,
is my belief.
yes,
So we
yes,
have
and
an illusion of democracy.
yeah,
You can go and vote for the party, one party or another, but you can't influence the ranking on the list. You can't
no,
add something. You can't take something out.
no, and you cannot have any influence who is on the ballot. Not not 1 second.
Yeah, so when you
So
see that you can't do that, and you see the Norwegian, what's it called, Grunnlov, the main
constitution.
constitution. It says that the freedom of speech should take place.
Yeah.
Where are we headed, Grandma? I don't think it looks bright for us.
No, it doesn't. Because all these countries, these Western countries, they are aligned with each other. And Norway are spending billions and billions and billions to support this system, this mafia system. And yeah, the politicians who is deciding where to put the money, they get high positions in reward. And it's, yeah. And old people in the nursing home, they will not have dessert anymore because it's costing too much. This is the reality.
The so-called richest country in the world.
Yes.
And in our opinion now, we see the politicians, which are what they are. And you see the rising of artificial intelligence. You see the rising of apps. You see the rising of everything like this. You see us in practice don't have real free speech. We should have, but we, yeah. And you see the
Yeah.
AI is directly saying, if you ask the right questions, that so they want to reduce the population in the world. You
Yeah.
see, they want to control us, and with the smart cities, uh, they want to control the food. You see food crisis happening everywhere. It seems like the people, don't matter to these people.
No, no, we don't. And yeah, they are operating like a mafia, and I think it is a mafia. And people all over the world should know that the Norwegian oil money is contributing a lot to take down the will of the people, to help decline the way of living in the West, in the Western countries.
And
And
for,
now they will restrict internet for us also. And Norway, they say yes, we will help with this. How many billions do you want to implement this?
and if we
That's how it works.
yeah, and if somebody's listening to this and thinking we're talking rubbish, please note that the Norwegian Wealth Fund is the biggest sovereign wealth fund in the world.
Yeah,
We
it
have
is.
1-2% of all the stocks in the world. And when I say we, It not meaning we the people.
No, no,
Uh,
no.
and it's listed stocks, by the way. So yeah,
Yeah,
and a lot of
mm,
property and everything like this also.
yeah,
It's big, big,
yeah.
big. So the opinion of the wealth fund matters in the world. So Norway's role is actually pretty big, Grandma.
Yes, it's uh, I will say it's so big. It's scary. Really, it's scary. And also how they are using all this money we make from the oil and stuff
hmm,
is devastating. Really devastating.
yeah. So we, the people in Norway, we don't have real elections. We have you have to make your will inside the party to have a say. But most people don't want this. They want to go and vote. But you can't decide what person that's on the list. You can't take anybody out. You can't
No, no,
add somebody. So, so I would say we don't have real democracy.
no, we don't
When
have.
our
No,
politicians go out in the world with our reach, I think people should find this concerning. Because
yes,
because the politicians that we have don't listen to the people. They listen to the party organizations.
yeah. And they are spending the money feeding the mafia.
Yeah.
They are spending, the richest country in the world are spending a lot of money to destroy democracy all over the West. These people should know.
What shall we do, Grandma? What should the people do? It's one thing that we in Norway need to wake up, but what could people around the world do?
Yeah, that is the question. It,
Information is key, yes?
information is key, yes. Speak. You
Mm.
have to use your voice. You have to practice the little free speech we have left.
I
And
have,
there are
yeah,
there are some uprising.
yeah, as I
Hmm?
can't describe it, I think, in real words, but I have a feeling, Grandma, that if it's one thing that me and you are talking on the internet, but people need to wake up. And my feeling is that I don't think we have a lot of time left if people don't do anything. I think
No.
we will have the smart cities, and I think we will have engineered food, which we already have a lot of. I
Mm.
think we will be caged animals. I think we will go back to a slave society. Imagine, people that listening to this, if you are still listening, please give a thumbs up and like this and share it. Because if we don't do anything and people don't wake up, we would be slaves, is my belief. And the reason for this is uh, when you see what happened during the American Revolution, you see revolutions earlier, you see it's the fight to have a middle class. Because if the rich people decide, they would have slaves. And slaves is paid nothing. And when AI and fancier robots take over, you would not have a job. There will be no factory jobs. You would have money given to you by the government on a barely existence level.
Yes. And if you don't
And
do as you are told, they will take away that also.
yeah, so in practice, we will be slaves. And
Mm.
the people that are running things wouldn't care about you.
No. They
And
will do
it's a
it. They will go
scary,
on to do like,
scary road, this, if
yeah.
we are So we are not, let's say if we are going down the line like this, we are not, also,
Mm.
we are still maybe on point 3 of 7 or something like this in relations to how far it will become. But if I my feeling in my gut is that if we don't do anything in the next months, we don't have years, we have months. So if people don't wake up, I think it will be pretty much closed down here in the West, I think. So maybe nationalism around the world could help us, but yeah,
Yeah, we will see.
yeah,
We will see. We will see what the MAGA movement can do for us. And um, it is an awakening going on, but depends if it's too late or not. And I remind you, Agenda 2030.
mm,
That's when they are going to have all these slavery measurements in place.
yeah,
That's their plan.
yeah.
Yeah,
But people should understand that so it's called Agenda 2030, but there is an actual plan. So people should look it up. If they manage to do it, they will do it sooner. And if they
yeah.
don't be able to do it sooner, they will do it later.
Mhm.
So it's not something you can just push away and think that will not happen. So please check it out. Don't believe what we are saying. Please check it out.
Yeah,
So if you think we are the one thing or another, so check for yourself and save your soul. Grandma, I think
yeah.
it's ending on a high note.
Yeah, you can say so.
I think
Yes,
it's one thing about the power, Grandma. I think money affects this a lot. And when I say this, I am thinking about central bank digital currency.
yes. That's part of the plan. That's part of the Agenda 2030.
It is.
Yes,
I think that's an interesting conversation, and I think that's a conversation for next time.
yes.
Hmm. Thank you for today.
Thank you.
Thank you for the audience for listening to us. This is Outlaws Unleashed. See you next time.